How's it going, everybody? So, totally impromptu video tonight. Came into the shop to do some testing on something that I need to get done. And what that is I need to make a bunch of thin strips. And I had, thought about doing it on the bandsaw, but then of course the bandsaw leaves bandsaw marks. I wanted something that was gonna leave it pretty smooth. I didn't really have to worry about sanding down, to which I could then use on my future projects. So, and that would be a thin strip guide on the table saw. Now, of course, I did what most everybody does. We jump on old YouTube and see what we can find, see if, something we find we want to build ourselves. There's tons of videos, some great jigs out there. I really love what I see, but I'm the type of person that doesn't have a whole lot of time, so I was trying to find the quickest alternative. And I think I came up with something. So for that, let's just head over to the table saw and I'll show you what I found. So over at the table saw here, what I've found is that I think using this Kreg feather jig backwards, because you obviously don't want to use this side because these feathers will give a little bit, is to set it up to where I need to get a 1/8 inch thin strip every time. So again, set these 2 points up 1/8 inch off that blade and start making cuts. Of course, every time I'm gonna have to move the fence over that distance until your piece of wood butts up against the feather board here. But that should work out just fine. So let's get everything set up and give it some test cuts. See if we can find the right side of the tape measure here. First bring the fence over, may take a few times back and forth. And once you think you have it just right, go ahead and lock down your feather board. And we'll make some cuts. Should still have just enough looseness to get through there, so we should be good there. Okay, so now that we're done with some test cuts, first thing, I think we can all agree that my test piece of walnut there was a bit short and it could not follow through the blade, and the little cutoffs were getting hung up on the blade. So obviously not the safest thing, but again, it was just for testing. My actual project, the lengths will be much longer, be able to follow all the way through. So I think for testing, I think it came out great. They are all smooth enough for what I'm going to be doing. And again, perfectly repetitive cuts. Yes, I don't have a set of calipers on them, but I'm pretty sure they are all at pretty much an 1/8 inch, which is what I want. So I think this is a success. So hopefully this helps y'all out. Again, if you don't have a feather board like I do, check a link down below, a link to that particular one. And make sure you stick out for future videos on what this project is going to be. I'll give you a little hint. It's going to involve 1,000 pieces. You have to stay tuned. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button so you don't miss that future video. I sure hope it turns out. One last little thing. I am now selling shirts now. Ones with my logo and other just fun woodworking shirts as well. So make sure you check out that link below. Other than that, thanks for watching and we'll catch y'all in the next video. Thanks. Bye.